I've got to come up with something about Xorn here, haven't I? Let's just cut to the next bit. Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. And yeah, we got the latest card, Xorn. And yeah, I've not really thought about this guy too much. He was released yesterday, which was my birthday. And yes, I honestly just picked up the game for 5 minutes, got the card, got I think I actually got a variant while I was doing it. I just back out here. Did I get a variant? Yeah, I got Black Panther. So yeah, I got baby Black Panther for just logging in and getting Xorn. But other than that, I have done next to nothing with this card. So, and yet somehow I got boosters for it. I'm going to say Alliance rewards, I'm guessing. So, for those of you who are uninitiated on Xorn, including myself, after any 3 or 4 cost card is played here, move it to another location. Now, I do underplay what I've been thinking about it, because I've got a little bit of a plan. Just a little bit. We've got some move cards. A lot of these I haven't featured on the channel so far. So, Batroc the Leaper, a Series 4 card. When a card moves, follow it to gain +2 power once per turn. Then we've got Hydra Bob, end of turn. This moves if a player snapped. Madam Web, ongoing. You can move one of your other cards away from here each turn. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Game start, add Cap Shield to a random location. Ongoing, you can move Cap Shield. And Cap Shield, a 0/1. This can't be destroyed, ongoing ability. And give your Cap +2 power when this moves to Cap's location, which does include Captain America OG, Steve Rogers. We got Xorn. Next up, Stilk. After any card is played here, this moves to another location. Hydra Stomper. We did a video on Hydra Stomper a few weeks back. Ongoing, +1 power for each time one of your cards move this game. We've got Vulture. When this card moves, +6 power, so one move is a 3/9, brilliant stat line. Topaz 3/4 Series 4 card. After you play a card here, move it to the middle location, so ideally it goes left or right lane. We've got Captain Marvel. At the end of the game, move to a location that wins you the game if possible. This is where I feel I'm coping. Spider-Man 2099. The first time this moves to any location, destroy an enemy card here. Up there. Verbiage is important. Is it a verb? I honestly don't know. Off the top of my head, I should know that I studied English language. Yeah, my degree's down the pan. Anyway, Heimdall 610, on reveal, move your other cards one location to the left. So, what are my thoughts with this deck? Well, first things first, I wanted to veer away from the Little Movers deck. So, for those of you who haven't seen it, and I'm going to just see if I have got it on my screen, I do not. Little Movers deck, essentially, it's the likes of Human Torch, Dagger. We've got, usually I have things like Strange to move things. Maybe you rarely see Cloak, but it could work in there. Iron Fist, Ghost Spider, all those kind of little move package cards. With this one, I wanted to include a bit of it, which is what we've got with Madam Web and Vulture. But the main idea I wanted was just being able to move things casually. So, Batroc should get pretty big in this deck because every single card, bar Hydra Stomper and... Let me just get this... Well, actually, Hydra Stomper could move if we play it on Xorn. Probably Topaz is the only one that can't move itself, but again, I'm saying that Xorn could move Topaz. It wouldn't be a great idea, but it could work. So yeah, there's a lot of potential moves with these cards, so Batroc should get big. Hydra Bob, I was kind of tempted to cut him out for Xorn in the initial idea I had. I'm still not sure if it was the right thing, because I think I did actually initially put Fanfei in here, and just for those of you who don't know, Fanfei is down here somewhere. Here she is. I'm assuming it's a she. Activate, move your other cards here to the right. Now, the stat line's good, the ability's interesting. The downside, you can only play it in 2 lanes to use the ability. So I wasn't sold on including it over something like Captain Marvel that's got an endgame impact that could be quite big. Or Topaz, which is... Again, 2 lanes, but it feels less restrictive. Like, if you can't play it in the left, you've still got the mid. So you've still got the right, whereas it feels a bit awkward if you can't play Fanfei anywhere but mid. Yeah, maybe I'm coping a bit there. As well, it's the cost as well. you've got a 3-4 versus a 4-7. It's like, you've got to commit a lot of energy for a 4-7, whereas a 3-4, it's like, if it doesn't pan out, it's not the worst. So anyway, that's that. The reason I've put Sam Wilson and Silk in here is because I wanted things that could just easily build up Hydra Stomper. So that was a pretty straightforward move. Vulture is just obvious Xorn bait. You know, this card will move any 3 or 4 cost card. So we are going to move Vulture. A 3-9, like that. And fingers crossed, it could move either into a Madam Web lane, or we can at least get it in a decent spot to be a 3-9. Topaz. Yeah, we're not going to play Xorn on Topaz on Xorn because that could go anywhere and we don't want that. We want it in a end lane, not a middle lane. So nice and straightforward still. And yeah, again, I'm probably coping on Spider-Man 2099 because for those of you who've just picked up the game, Spider-Man 2099 is not a great card. I've seen people trying to coop with it in the recent past, like Phaser Snap. I've seen a few decks that they've been putting out, and I've tried them. I haven't really felt it myself. It's not hit, but I want this card to work somehow. I don't know if it's just because it's been around that long. I mean, it's Series 3 now. Yeah, it is a Series 3 card, so it shouldn't actually be... Just mute my phone. It shouldn't really be as bad as it feels, but we just haven't had a move package that benefits from it. So I'm thinking maybe this is the one. Maybe this is this time when Spider-Man 29 will just add that little chance to shine. And Heimdall, well, again, I'm not going for the little movers build, so we're going for the big builders move. And hopefully, this is where Heimdall can shine. Hopefully. I do stand with what Cozy and Alex have said on the Snapchat. I'd be interested if they didn't activate that alternated what the activate was every turn or something. So one turn it was move left, one turn it was turn right. But you'd have to rework Heimdall then to be like a, I don't know, 4 cost, a 3 cost, something like that. So you've got enough time to engineer the move. But yeah, I do like the idea that potentially you could flip Heimdall, but I don't know. Maybe they could do a different ability rather than activate, but yeah, that's way too much on Heimdall. All right, so I'm going to give this a go. I'm not optimistic about the actual deck build because the fact that Spider-Man 2099 in here alone is enough to make me think this will not be successful. But we're going to do our best. I'm going to have a bit of fun because honestly, why not? And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this carnage that's about to ensue as well. Okay, our first opponent is Sideshow Bot. Oh, hang on, wrong screen. Let's fix that. There we go. All right, nice early card, Hydra Bob. We're both drawing a card. I'm not against any one of those 3 being pulled. Dagger. Human. Sorry, not human. Iron Fist. All right, so we've wrecked their play a little bit there. Plus Hydra Stomper is quite cool. Castle Zemo. All right, I'm going to play Madam... Oh, no, you know what? We're going to play Madam Web here. If we pull Topaz, Xorn, that can go right lane. And also we've got a way of just sneaking power in the middle right now. Although it's probably not well enough to contest that as things stand. Oh, maybe not. All right, it's big movers versus little movers. Ooh. That's a bit filthy. That seems fair. All right, so they're dumping Frigga on me. We've got 3 board spots. Let's play Cap there for now. They aren't trying to clog me, they just clog me. Alright, so that's a very big Human Torch. They've got an 8-power Human Torch in their hand. Okay, I actually don't mind doing this. I really wish there was a Killmonger somewhere here. think we just play Heimdall for power at this point. See, I can't move a card and I can't move anything in the mid, so I can't actually... Oh, this is irritating. Maybe we just do that and split the power. They've played this well in terms of they got priority. Yeah. I mean, Heimdall does nothing here. It's 17 power, so all they've got to do is... Oh! They didn't win it! Wow! Victory. I genuinely thought I was just playing that out then. I did not expect to win. I mean, they obviously didn't take into account the same number of costs in that lane. I mean, there were 2 2s, there were 3 1s, and by the time I played Heimdall, there was a 5 and a 10 as well. Wow, they just did not calculate Otto's lab. It's as if they thought, oh, I'll just play it there and win. I honestly just don't get that. I mean, even if they'd have played the Human Torch that they got in hand, it would have still been 8, so they'd gone to 1 there. Yeah, I think they locked themselves out, and maybe I didn't realise at the time. But yeah, that was a good win for me, but I think they'd be disappointed not winning that. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we got Rookie, and we have top deck the hell out of our deck. So yeah, a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 3. Actually, the top cards in our deck. So, please give me something small. It would be very kind. Base Throne. Okay, we're both shielded up. Interesting. We've got a 3 at least. Time Stone. Power Stone. Huh. I don't like this because they've got Strange Supreme, that's just not fun. But you would assume they've got the Reality Stone. They probably won't want to play it. I'm assuming they've got it. Yeah, I actually don't want to play too heavily here, but I don't think it's the worst thing to do. And I also kind of wish I got Sam. Yeah, I've got to do that. Even though it's losing the location, Oh, saying that, what happens if they have Enchantress? If that's the case... Ugh. You know what? I'm going to gamble on it just on the slim chance that I could still win via Heimdall. I don't like my odds. No, they haven't got Enchantress, so that's something. Okay. We have to move that like that. I don't know if that's actually a good idea. I think I might have missed snap there because I was thinking I can move Hydra Bob, but no, it should be alright because I'm going Xorn over into Vulture. So Vulture will go left and then Hydra Bob will follow. And both of those will buff up Hydra Stomper. And I may end up having the... Oh, hang on, no, they're probably still going to play in Bar with No Name. Oh, this is a tasty one. Yeah, the wind space throne. Fair enough. Yeah, it's almost just too much in the end. Alright, I kind of like the idea of that. I think there's some good potential with that. It was quite literally ball with no name screwing me over, but I did like it. Hard to say that after you've lost 8 cubes, and especially after I probably missnapped, but I think if I hadn't snapped, it would have been worse because we would have still had another 4 over there. So arguably I reduced the damage. But yeah, if you get in that situation, retreat, folks. Retreat. That would have been the sensible call rather than doubling down. Plus Xorn did something. Alright, we got Vinscenzo. Or Vinscenzo. I don't know if I'm just sexying up that name too much. Like, it's not Vincenzo, it's Vincenzo. Why do you do an Italian accent when you cannot do Italian accents? I do not know. Say that about accents in general. Alright, we'll play Sam Wilson because that's just going to be a nice tempo start. Surge. I think with Topaz, right. Ooh, maybe not. Ouch time. Yeah, we'll play Topaz left. Maybe that might cause some chaos. The on reveal still kicks in. Okay, I've just reread that after you play a card, so it doesn't affect them. Okay. I was wondering what the hell was going on then. Alright, so we'll play Batroc. And Madam Web. Play Madam... I'm really doubting myself here. Let's just play one Batroc. And we'll do Madam Web here, I guess. Oh, I am doubting myself now. I'm actually thinking, no, I was right the first time. Well, let's do that. I actually like that. It's not giving me too much to handle. Elsa. Okay, so that's going to get jacked up. I'm assuming that's Kitty. Oh, they hadn't... Okay. Because they hadn't revealed, it didn't kick in. Okay. I respect it. The Batroc will move, and that means we get 2 Spider-Man 2099s. Okay, we have actually got the power. I'm going to move that there. And then we're going to do that and just hope that 10 power times 4 wins that. It doesn't feel like enough, but maybe. Maybe it is. Also, Topaz has not done anything here in this game, but we hadn't pulled Vulture, so that was not really... Oh. Victory. Yeah, I'll take a retreat. I mean, it's a cubed retreat, but I'll still take it. I didn't think I was going to easily win that, but I thought I got a chance. So maybe they judged what they got in the hand and thought, I don't fancy it. EmpowerOwl. Teleport me to Friday. Oh, my head's kind of confused. I know yesterday was Tuesday, but my brain keeps trying to tell me today is Thursday. Okay, someone's been playing Conquest. GG's on your nice little variant. So Sam will play there. The shield will move in. Batroc will follow. Batroc will follow. Sorry. I don't want to play Hydra Stomper there as well, because then we're just really hammering home on that ongoing power, which with a Kitty Angela deck, I would not be surprised to see Enchantress. Ooh, that's tasty. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Maybe a little aggressive snapping. But I would be surprised if they've got something that can easily play into Sanctum, unless they're playing their own Captain Marvel, their own Jeff. Both are possible, but I'm not saying that it's an easy win for them. Search. And Kitty. Okay. Oh, hang on, hang on. I like this more. Let's do that, let's do that. Let's do that. It won't prop the Sam here, but it just means I have got the means to move that Sam now into Sanctum as well. Next turn, we could do Hydra Bob Captain. Alright, what have you played? Elsa? So I'm guessing this card next is Kitty. Oh, okay, that card I should say is Kitty. Yep, okay. So 18 to 9. Yeah, I've got priority. Cool. So Sam moves over there. The shield moves over there. We play... You see, I'm very wary of playing a card that will cause Batroc not to move over there, but... Maybe that's okay, but... I think I'd rather do that. Topaz just doesn't seem to have that wow factor in this move. Like I say, Batroc's going to move right. That's a clean win in that lane. Angela again. Galacta. And that's Elsa Galacta buff on Kitty. So I need something that's essentially going to pump out 7+ power to win that lane, because I get the feeling they're going to play Kitty there. Maybe I do that. Because if I'm right... Well, I say if I'm right. Captain Marvel could win if we had enough power there.
I see.
Oh, hang on. Even Hydra Bob stays anyway, so it's fine. Jong destroys 2 there. Fair play. Double buff. 17. Damn.
Higher, further, faster.
Yeah, that move doesn't matter. Shang-Chi. You know, I'm not one of these people who hate Shang-Chi. He does serve a purpose in the game. But in a game like that, yeah, he feels very bad. I'm actually thinking if there's anything I could have done, really, but the trouble is Heimdall was pretty chunky anyway. Maybe I could have moved... sorry, maybe I could have played... I'm just trying to make sure I get this right in my head. Maybe we could have done Heimdall mid. I don't know if I'd lock myself out there off the top of my head. But if we could have done it mid, then maybe... Actually, yeah, of course we could have done it mid, because we played cards out of Sanctum. So yeah, I could have played Heimdall mid, and then the Hydra Stomper Oh, saying that, it would have still been big. The bottom line is, it just wasn't big enough. I'm really weighing it over. Like, maybe the shield could have moved left. And then it would have been Batroc and Bob to have come over. I genuinely don't know. But that is an intriguing one. I do think there might have been a way to have rescued that, but I would have literally have had to soul read the fact that I was going Shang this lane and Kitty there. I wasn't even thinking that way. I was going Kitty left and something else mid. So, yeah. They played it well, and I just completely misread their play. So, yeah. GG's to them. So far, Vulture and Silk have not come out to play, and we've only had one instance of Xorn as well. Alright, next up is Ace. Savage Land. Not what we want to see. Okay, so we've got turn 2 Sam. Turn 3 Vulture. That's a bit of an awkward one. Where I'm thinking Vulture probably was a cope in this deck. Like, I like the idea of being able to benefit off Xorn with it, but maybe I was just being greedy trying to do something like that. We could always do Sam and Hydra Stomper there, maybe? Okay. So they've got 3 spots to play in. Are they destroying or are they zooing? I feel like they're all valid questions. I feel like turn 5 we could do Xorn Vulture. So maybe this next turn we do Captain Marvel. I'm genuinely curious what they do. Oh, so they just haven't played. Okay. That adds another layer of complication to this. I'm snapping because if anything, I won't recover some of the cubes I've lost playing this deck. Never a good sign when you're sort of playing defensive or offensively just to try and regain cube equity. Hey, we did get a retreat. I will take that. I mean, I don't know what they were going to play. They can't know what I was going to play, so I will take the fact that I got a retreat out of that. Although, why they didn't retreat before the snap kicked in, I don't know, but I will take my 2 cubes. Thank you very much, Ace. Even if it was a very confusing game. Next up is Fuzzy Elf. I've got a very awkward accent where I cannot easily pronounce words beginning with E. I always feel, oh, E or H. I feel like I always have to go health, even though that is, you are healthy. Plus, I probably just overthink it, which doesn't help. Like, there isn't actually a problem with what I say, it's just that I think there is. My brain is a fun place to be. Honestly, it's a non-stop party in here. Okay. Captain America's shield. Let's whiz that over that. And we've got a lot of energy. I think we just do... Yeah, let's do Spider-Man 2099 for now. Well, let's take advantage that they'll probably play into Feast. Alright, yeah, fair enough. They disabled the shield for the power. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, right? I never feel too bad about that. I do it myself, because it is tactically a good thing to do. But on the flip side, it's like... eh. Alright, we're going to do Topaz Madam Web, because I like the idea of Topaz moving Madam Web into the middle. And... I'm also going to just move the shield over here so that Batroc follows. Angela. Galacta. We'll play Madam Web there so that we can move Sam aggressively if we want to. I think I'm going to move Sam over there. And I'm just going to play another Hydra... Not another Hydra Stomper. I'm going to play Hydra Stomper. I'm making a lot of this up as I go, though, so... I'm not confident at all here. Okay, so that's an 8 power Batroc, or Batroc. They send me an acid arrow, fair play. That's a clear sign we lose the left though, so I don't mind it. Okay, so that's a straightforward move from their perspective. I will do that. And I kind of like that in the fact that Topaz will move that to buff up Hydra Stomper a bit more, but then it has the potential to move back if it's needed, which it probably will be. Okay, so 4 power down there. Time to Penny the Gun Shang-Chi. Oh, Enchantress. Oh, that has just docked us a fair chunk of power. We're still in the lead in that lane. I don't think we've got enough right, though. Yeah, Captain Marvel can't move and win. Oh, well. I mean, that's one of those where maybe it would have just been better going straight forward and just playing Heimdall. Yeah, I think that... Oh, we'll send that... No, actually, we could have made it work. Now I'm thinking about it. If we'd have moved the shield left, just surrounded that lane entirely, and then... If we'd have played... Sorry, I've got to get the moves in my head. If we'd have still moved the Spider-Man 2099, the Batroc would have moved. But yeah, then there wouldn't have been anywhere to move for these. Oh, hang on. No, there would have been one move. If I'm right. No, I'm actually sorry, I'm really underthinking this. I could not move the shield left now I'm thinking about it because the lane was full and Batroc cleared it. So, oh, Batroc cleared it. So essentially I would have had to move the shield left in the mid, which wouldn't have helped because then I'd have been under power here. So yeah, I couldn't really win that based on the play they made. Yeah, a little bit disappointing. All right, next up is Muffinman. Does he live on Drury Lane? That's all anyone ever wants to know. All right, so no turn 1. We can turn 2 Xorn. Turn 3 Vulture, which is actually a move I wanted to do, so I'm looking forward to that. But with that in mind, do I snap? I think I'm going to snap.
Oh, snap.
Not like crazy good, but I like the idea that if we play Xorn here and then Vulture, it will move to the right. And then we've got Heimdall to move it back. And we've played it in this lane, so if they've got Red Guardian, it doesn't matter too much. I don't know what they're playing though. Aranya, Surge, and Makari. Aranya made me think Little Movers straight away. But then Surge and Makari are their own little things. Dracula. Okay, this is a cooking off. 9 power Vulture. Nice to see you. I don't know if I go with Captain Marvel now, or if I do this, which does have some interest in me. Let's do it. mean, we're leveling power there. They've got their own Xorn. And their own Vulture. Okay. So at least Batroc followed over. Oh. So. Oh.
Opponent snapped.
Why were there two moves then? Oh, after any. So we both procced it. Right, now I'm with it. Let's just play Spider-Man 2099 here. Okay. It's a big boy. This is a very complicated move in a way. I'm thinking, let's do... See, I can't move it. Let's move that. No, I can't move that as well either, do I? I can only move to the right where Batroc is, and I don't really want to move them there. If I move that there, that'll destroy one of those two, which is a waste. It almost feels like I've got to do that. I mean, it'll buff Ultra up a bit. Alright, so the question is, can that Spider-Man 2099 pop the Red Hulk? Because we go and win the middle. Maybe. It's happening more. Not the biggest of cards.
I see the way.
Oh!
Victory.
I mean... Am I wrong there? No, I'm wrong. I am wrong, but I'll take it. I could have sworn that I'd seen Spider-Man 29 prop twice then. Oh, genuinely, Muffinman, if you happen to see this by some random chance, I genuinely wasn't being funny with you there. I honestly thought I'd seen two destroys. And I thought, hang on, he doesn't do that. He'd be good if he did that. But yeah, I could have sworn that was a bug, so that's what completely distracted me. But yeah, we just about scraped through. I mean, the middle lane seemed like a cert once we got the moves going. But yeah, I'm amazed how well that charged up. I mean, yeah, I'm just doing the numbers. We played 10 and we moved 15 across. Oh. I don't know how we won that, but we won it. I'm amazed. Pat on the back for a win that I don't know how I did. It's nice to see the big movers moving. Okay, we're up against MasterAlex. Hydra Bob. Go on, let's blame that. Means the Red Guardian's going to hit the shield over Hydra Bob. We'll play Sam Wilson. As much as I do want to play Xorn, I'm thinking we can at least move the shield in there. Psylocke. I haven't seen Psylocke in a little while. Even, like, negative decks don't tend to run or at least I haven't seen too much in negative decks of late. Okay, we'll move that across, obviously. Gonna be so low power. Please don't be an Enchantress. I don't know why I thought Enchantress. It's 3 energy, but Oh, saying that, it was Psylocke, so it could have been. Would have been weird, but it could have been. Alright, move the shield out. And let's do 1, 2, just to get the boost of energy. Okay, so that didn't move any of their cards, but we're in an okay spot mana-wise, energy-wise. This is why I shouldn't use words I don't understand. Let's move that there. We'll play Spider-Man 2099 there, and we'll play Vulture. Because then, turn 5, that will get pulled. A lot of moves here. So that's ready to destroy something. Vulture's gone up to 9. Cassandra Nova, okay. One of my cards is very sad. But what is in your hand? Oh, Gore. Well, it would be a damn shame if that Gore got destroyed, wouldn't it? Oh dear. It would be such a shame. I'm just going to buff the Hydra Stomper up a bit by doing that, I guess. Hopefully that just negatively impacts the Mystique.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Like a little bit of the inside dies when you see all this. I mean, how good would Captain Marvel have been in that? Like, say that final turn, instead of Topaz, I've been able to play Captain Marvel and just seeing it swing into that location to save us. Again, I know that's ifs, buts and maybes, but it's the thing of, you know, the deck build was built to solve that problem, but it just didn't pull the answer. Oh well, let's go on to the next one. I'm actually trying to track how many games we've played because the deck track has been a little slow keeping up to date. Alright, so that was our 8th game, so we've got 2 more to go, and I would like to get some positive cubes, so I'm probably going to have to snap if I can afford to in the next game or 2. And we're up against Dan. Mojo World. Now, I don't want to be moving things out of Mojo World, ideally. I don't know about anyone else. This feels kind of tasty. Okay. You got a big US agent. Fair play. Leader. Cool. Let's do that for now. And we'll leave the shield where it is for now, because it will protect Madam Web from that. I liked how the Red Guardian appeared right on cue there. Okay, so we'll move that there. We can move Vulture in its own time. It doesn't need to be moved very fast. Sam's lost a lot of viability. So with that in mind, do I just play that? Oh, hang on. Wrong lane. And maybe just move Vulture. Potentially say to him, right, you've got 2 targets to Shang. How rude. Okay. I'm hoping that's all right. They played a card left. Please don't be a Shang-Chi, because I suspect Silk will move left. And of course it moved left. Please don't be Shang-Chi this turn. Brood. Okay. So it's a Surfer deck. That's fine. Surfer, Surfer. There's no point me playing Leader because it's going to be Surfer. We know what that does. Maybe we do that. That will move those two cards left. Silk will move right. And we get 20 in the mid. I mean, I don't see us overpowering that, but... Oh, Silk back mid is an interesting thing.
I see the way.
Don't think it's interesting enough, but it's interesting. Oh! Oh! She wasn't in that lane to start with! Oh! Oh, that one irritates the hell out of me. Let me reread that text. After any card is played here, this moves to another location. To me, that feels bugged. I might be wrong. But I can't help but look at that and think. Heimdall moves Silk in. So technically, Heimdall was not played on the location Silk was in at the start of turn. I don't like that as it. How that played, I don't like it. That feels very unintuitive, the fact that Silk moves even though she moved into the lane. Like, again, maybe I'm just being crabby because that would have got me the win. But that does feel unintuitive. Yeah, no, I don't like that. GG's Dan, by the way. But I feel a bit robbed there. Okay. We've got Shaden87. I'm actually debating here and now if I'm going to do a little bit more than normal. I might do 12 games simply because the win rate and cube rate aren't great, but I do think I could buff it up with a couple more games. I could also make it worse. Let's just see how this one goes. All right, we're going to play Adam Warlock mid because that could potentially get us some card draw. If not, Adam will get bigger. Master Mold. Okay. Ella. Let's play Hydra Stomper. We're winning mid. We will draw a card. They're playing Irishman, by the way. I didn't notice that first turn. Or first two turns. I'm thinking let's do that. Okay, they wanted Hydra Stomper. Not sure why, but okay. I mean, I suppose if they play a 3-cost or a 4-cost there now, we'll get buffed. Yeah, again, this won't put out crazy power, but it's something. Giganto. I'm going to move that there. That will move that. I think that should be enough, maybe? Because Batroc will... Was I saying that actually? That won't do anything, will it? It's going to be 7 power total. That takes to 11. That means I'm losing this lane, arguably. So I could do with not moving Silk. Or at least blocking where Silk moves. So if I go there, to make sure Topaz moves Vulture mid, and then I play Sentinel, hopefully that will stop Silk moving. In fact, it might encourage Batroc to move right. Might. Alright, that was a waste of a Shang-Chi. You got my Hydra Stomper, congratulations. And you got my Batroc. Okay. See how this plays. So, oh, it moved first, you bloody dopey idiot. Did we somehow win that? Oh, Silk. Silk, you are crushing me today. Absolutely crushing me. Like, Silk was actively going against me then, twice in the same game. 3 times in 2 games. Oh man, oh man. Okay, you know what? I do want to play 2 more, simply because this deck does not feel as bad as the stats will make out. So I want to try and do it a little bit of justice and get it to 6-6. And if it ends up being 4-8, then I will just have to accept it's not a good deck. Alright, we're up against Nooby McNoobface. Skip turn 1. A little bit odd in terms of what we do this turn, because both Madam Web and Sam Wilson have merit. I feel like I've got to go for Madam Web. Because we don't have other ways of moving Vulture and Spider-Man as we stand. They probably will not play Killmonger early, which is a bummer. Yeah. No surprise Carnage came out.
Enough said, bub.
Topaz. Let's just move that there. And we'll do 1. Actually, no. Let's do 1, 2. I'm genuinely curious if I could play Spider-Man 2099 effectively here. But I know there's going to be a null at some point, so it's like, is it really worth trying? Maybe the threat of it is enough. Okay, so I can move it there. And they've got priority, so potentially Heimdall could be enough. Null, yeah.
I see the way.
Yeah, I don't see the way. Again, if you're playing big ladder or whatever, retreat there. I mean, I'll let him do the Deadpool for the fact he's playing Destroy Deck, but yeah, it's not my day with this deck. And I do feel bad for it, genuinely. I honestly feel like there is something in this kook. Maybe there are just 1 or 2 cards that are not playing nice. And I'm not even talking about Silk. I know Silk did wreck me once or twice in the past couple of games, but I feel like Silk's not bad in terms of proccing Hydra Stomper a bit. I'm looking more at the likes of maybe Madam Web and Vulture. Even though I do like that interaction, or even Xorn and Vulture. I feel like I might just be forcing that a bit too much. Even Topaz isn't really doing much here. Yeah, Topaz I thought would be kind of cool, but in reality I'm not feeling it. Let's just play that because we've got a very good option here. And say, if you play a card here, move to the mid location. So in theory, that should be good with Asteroid M. In theory. We can do Hydra Stomper next turn. Oh, it's my cards! Oh, I forget! This deck's tilting me. Alright, let's just move it back there, I guess. We'll do 1, 2, why not? Actually, no. 1, 2. We play Spider-Man 2099 mid, Imdal mid. Okay, C3. I was not expecting a C3 deck. Saying that feels kind of ballsy if you've got a shield. I mean, it's 2 power and it goes up to 4. It doesn't go up to... It doesn't start at 3 like it used to. I figure let's just do that.
I see the way.
Alright, what are you going to destroy, Spidey? Law. Alright, that's something.
Behold my mighty hand.
What the hell was this guy playing?
Victory.
I'm not being funny, yosse. I can only assume you never played Cerebro because either that or you're farming boosters or something. I mean, I've never seen a Cerebro deck like that. And unless you're just playing Cerebro because it's ongoing. Yeah, that is... I feel awkward getting a 4-cuber there because it's like, I didn't really deserve it. Okay, so I did allude to this. The stats have not been kind. Down 5 cubes, win rate 41.7%, 5 wins, 7 losses. Yeah, that one feels hard to take because genuinely, I do not feel like this has been a bad deck. In fact, I've had a lot of fun playing it. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I have enjoyed it. It does feel like there's just something missing in there. I don't even feel like the likes of Spider-Man 2099 were bad in it. Like, we got a great win with that. I mean, if we go through the match history, but, you know, that 8-cuber, we would not have won that if Spider-Man 2099 did not proc. So yeah, negative cube rate really got impacted by that 8-cuber at the start. Even the 4-cuber there wasn't good. But yeah, it's a bit of a rough one, that. Oh, I was just looking at the bounties as I was just on here. And if I can just bring them up. Apparently I cannot, can I? See all? There we go. And we got a suggestion here of playing Vision and Craven. And I couldn't help but wonder, is that something that could be more beneficial? Like, in this deck, if we took out Madam Web and if we took out Vulture, or even Topaz. Well, I'm saying that if you're going to go for if you're getting rid of Madam Web, you gotta get rid of Ultra, really. So if you were to get rid of those two and put in Craven and Vision, would it be better? I can't say I'm sold on the idea, but there might be something in it. Even Craven, just something to like count the moves a bit more. You know, make you feel like moving is important. Whereas I don't feel like these two did as much. I mean, probably most of the time you're only getting a 3-9 out of that. A 3-9 is still solid. I mean, you think. Starbrand's the highest 3-cost card at 310, so you're only one shy of that without any negative. But that can then go up another 6 to a 315 if you Heimdall. It's still got value, so I also don't know. If you're playing it on its own, you've got to play the Heimdall to get the benefit, or you've got to be playing it on top of Xorn. So yeah, maybe it is these two, because I'll be honest, Topaz got me a little bit as well. There were a few times I was thinking it was a mutual effect, where it was like, after either of you play a card here, move to the middle location, and that's what threw me a few times. Granted, it's really the first time I've played with her, but that is something I hadn't taken on board, so that's a learning curve there. So maybe Fanfei would have been better. You know, the fact that at least then I can control when the move happens. By that point, you've got 2 full costs. I don't know. Quite a few questions with this deck, but genuinely, when I describe playing this and actually creating the videos in this, the matches in this video, I enjoyed myself. I feel like to improve it, it wouldn't take too much, whether it's cards that exist in the game or just adding some more things that actually enable this type of deck more. Because I feel like Spider-Man 2099, I was expecting him to be a hot garbage when I played him. But there were 1 or 2 times when I thought, hey, he could actually destroy something decent here. And the one that really upset me the most, I can't remember which match it was, but it was the negative match. I don't know if it was Dan, MasterAlex, or Jaden, one of those, but I was like, you get, you know, suddenly having the massive pop-off after, because you're kind of hoping they trip up and play Mystique on Gore. But yeah, of course they knew what I was going to do. Spider-Man, that's probably the issue with Spider-Man 2099. He's too telegraphed. As soon as you play it, it's like, oh yeah, you're going to destroy something. So, yeah, it was a shame. Just for clarity, what we faced, we had 3 matches against the Surge deck. We won 25% of them, it says. Oh no, sorry, we won 33% of them. It was 25% of our total opponents. We went 50-50 against Negative. I'm not even sure what the other negative deck was that faced. We had 2 losses against Surfer. 1 against Destroy, 1 against Thanos, but we won against another move player, a Scream player, which, again, I didn't really take note of. And it says Xorn here. I think it was maybe just a Red Wing deck. I did like that build, by the way, whoever was playing that. So yeah. I've waffled on a lot, but I do think there was a lot of interesting things here. So yeah. Let me know down in the comments, folks, what you've been thinking. I actually like Xorn. I know he didn't get the biggest highlights in this video, but I do think as an ability, it could be quite interesting moving forward. As far as things I'm going to do before, or in the next couple of videos, on my last live stream, a friend of mine did suggest they were thinking about starting Marvel Snap. And because of that, I did start a new account. So if there are any of you out there who are thinking, what's the new game experience like right now? Let me know, because I'd be happy to put the actual VOD, if you like, up. It was only like getting to level 20, but for those of you who are kind of curious, like, I don't remember this, it might be a fun watch for you, so do let me know if you're interested in that. But equal to that, if you're interested in just seeing what kind of decks new players could build, I'd be happy to try and create something, because that was actually a very intriguing thing when we started it. I was like, what are we actually building here? And when you've got all the cards in the game, it's certainly a challenge. So, as I said, do let me know if you have a bit of interest in that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, folks. We'll be back next week with Merlin, and hopefully, I'm trying to think what the next card is. Morgan Le Fay? So, let's try and cook something with them, pair. Until then, folks, bye for now, everyone.